That is pretty interesting. And so initially, I first you introduce in front of my audience because you are a great writer, and any interview session I can do the same thing. So I just we are started our meeting. So firstly, I introduce in front of my fellow audience. So Mona AlHebsi is a success coach and author and speaker at Mona AlHebsi company, and she also former director of human resource at Jumhera Jabal Al Sara and also Jumhera Reside Hotel. And most important thing is that she also awarded the Golden Steve Award 2020. So welcome my interview session, Mona AlHebsi. Please introduce yourself and uh, uh, inform my audience and talk some about your work.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Tushar, for this opportunity. So I'm glad to be here today, and I know Tushar from some time. He's one of my, very loyal, followers or people who basically contribute in my across my social media, posts and all. But
Mhm.
to introduce myself, I think Tushar did some introduction already. But
Yeah,
currently, I'm actually doing a lot of writing, content creation. I'm
yeah,
also an author, and I coach as well. Uh, I basically like to talk about issues and causes related to my background and field of work and study. Because I've
yeah,
been most of my career in human resources. I've been a coach.
yeah,
I've been working in great organizations and businesses. So
yeah,
I've learned so many things, and I've seen so many things that could be
yeah,
enhanced and improved. So I dedicated all my time and resources to actually go out there and speak about the things that could make our business world, our workplaces more productive, more friendly, more actually mentally good for our employees, for our businesses. So currently, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing content creation. I'm creating a lot of content around HR, ethics, around nationalization initiatives in the UAE, around also women in leadership and so on. And
yeah,
I've done my book, as Tushar mentioned earlier. It's called Beat the Odds. And it was a very good idea that I wanted to put all my experience, all my skills, all my advices to that helped me actually really succeed in my professional life to other
yeah,
people who might benefit from it. So in this book, I've talked about, what are the things that you can do as a
yeah.
working professional that will help you stand out, succeed, and distinguish yourself and between all the other peoples and be effective also in what you do.
That is a pretty interesting because you mention your book whole career about you in your personal life. You can face those problems you can solve here, and maybe this book you're mainly focus the job sector. What is the modern time the job sector? What faces the problem and how to overcome them? You describe and your writing style totally astonishing other reader and also me. And your most important thing is that you are a very visionary woman and sophisticated woman. For this reason you leading a lot of a creative one company that Monahal Ahafshi company that is the well known and surrounded the world. So I appreciate your work and achievement. So first initially I just you already mentioned about something, tell us something about your book. Just initially I asked you, can you tell something about your book Beat the Odds? What the this book, what types of focus in this time?
Yeah, so the book focuses on some tricks and techniques that I've applied myself, and I've got amazing results throughout my career life. So
Yeah,
it's actually what how to use things like personal branding, things like trusting your intuition, things like furthering your education and being a lifelong learner in order to actually gain the results that you want as a career person or as someone who's working. Because I think you all will agree with me that we are all working for a reason and working for a purpose. And work constitute a big portion of everyone's life. So we don't want just to go to work and do just a job. We want a career. But in order to build that career, we need to actually learn few things. We need to start applying few techniques in order to build that meaningful and rewarding career for all of us. So as I mentioned, things like personal branding in today's time, if you are working, you have a job and you are not aware, or you are not doing your personal branding, not talking about your achievements out loud, you are not on social media talking about your area of expertise, giving solutions to people in your area of expertise, giving them ideas and guiding them as well, telling them your insights about the field of work that you are working in, then I think a lot of people that do this, they will just not last longer, because the competition is so strong on social media, on everything, that actually everyone need to be out there, out loud speaking and demonstrating your showcasing your expertise and area of work.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting. And in this time, this is the really relevant to these types of work. So, and second question for you, and why do you take the decide to beat the wars and take the different routes in your life?
Okay. So basically, I think, again, you will agree that, I mean, in our religion and in Islam, in the Quran, it's written that the majority of people don't know, the majority of people don't understand, the majority of people don't think. So
Yeah,
whenever the majority phrase was used in Quran, in the Holy Quran, it was used for negative, to describe
yeah,
negative aspects of people.
yeah,
So why then we would like to be part of the majority if if they don't understand, they don't think, they don't contemplate, they don't learn, you know? So definitely you want to be someone who beat the odds and go the other route. But
yeah,
then
yeah,
also you think about, okay, this other route, how this other route I can make it a life purpose for me. I can benefit myself, my community, my country, and the world in general. Because you need to find that kind of calling. And I think you don't really need to work hard to find it, because it will just come with time. You will discover it as you
yeah,
are doing the right things all the time. You will discover that why are you created, why Allah created you, or the God created you to
yeah,
walk a certain path. So then that's why I say always beat the odds. Don't go with the majority. Stand
yes,
out. Be different. Do what
yeah,
not the majority does, so that you become someone who stand out, basically.
yeah. That is a pretty interesting and described well and decorated way. Thank you for your valuable information about this pretty answering question. So, next question for you: what is your suggestion for the people when a person ready to change him or her reality and become the more successful?
Okay, so for people who really want to change their reality and become successful, I
Yeah,
think the first kind of thing that you need to do is to actually go inside yourself and
yeah,
talk to yourself. Do some kind of self talk, or self analysis or reflection, I would say, to know who are you as a person, what are your strengths, what will make you add value in this life. You know, whether it's
yeah,
your life, your family's life, your country, your community, the world. But what are the things that you enjoy doing? You know, you enjoy doing, and you really find it motivating or energizing you. Find out the things, understand your strengths, understand your interests, skills,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then go to the next step, which is actually turning these kind of insights into a plan. So make a
yeah,
plan, write your plan. What do you want to achieve in 1 year, and 5 years, and 10 years? And I think the plans or the goals that we do, it's not something which is written on stone. So you can write your plan, but it will be something. Our plans should always be work in progress. So let's say if
yeah,
I put a 6 month plan or 1 year plan, it should not be that just sitting there. No, I should be actually regularly opening this plan and
yeah,
revising it. Does it suit my direction? Do I need to make amendments, or how does it work? So based on that, after doing the plan, then just go acquire the skills you need, talk to the people you need to talk to, do whatever you need to do in order to turn your plans into reality. So this is what
yeah.
people need to do to change their reality and become successful.
Wow, that is outstanding. So, I just next question for you. What has been your greatest achievement working as a success coach? Because you already as a success coach and you get a lot of achievement for this area. So what your experience or what was the achievement working as a success coach? Your greatest moment. Can you share with me or for the audience?
Yeah, sure. It's a very nice question, Tushar. So,
Yeah,
being a success coach or a coach in general is
yeah,
more more for us, like for us internally as coaches, and
yeah,
if the person we become at the end of the journey. So it's not before we talk about the clients or the coaches and the impact we see on them as a result of getting this coaching. No, it's what have I become as Mona AlHebsi from the time I
yeah,
started coaching till today. This is the end product that you see in front of you. So this
yeah,
is number one, my greatest achievement, because I've learned a lot. I've developed a lot. I've had so many insights about myself. I learned so many things about myself. So now I can, say that if you ask me the same question before 3 years and now, the answer will be totally different, because now I'm more evolved. I'm more, I know myself better. But
yeah,
then,
yeah,
as a result of this inside work that happens during the coaching journey on yourself, then you can imagine how can you actually champion as a coach, how you champion your clients in the sessions.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
how can you actually stand with them and walk with them their own journeys? Because
yeah,
I would like here to highlight something that a lot of people don't understand the coaching process. They think coaching is similar to advising or to giving advices or recommendations to someone who comes to us as coaches, but it's not like
yeah,
that. The coaching means that a person will come with certain agenda or a certain end goal to achieve. And as coaches, our job only is to be there with that person, to stand with this person, help him or her walk their own routes. Because as a coach, I don't give answers to my coaches. They have all the answers inside them already. They are quite, resourceful as people. They are full complete. They don't need me as a coach. The only
okay.
thing they need me for is to have someone to actually push them and believe in them to do something that they have never believed themselves that they can do. And this is only my job as a coach. So when I see them transforming and changing and becoming better people, then this is a second achievement that I get as a coach.
Yeah, and that is a bit study, and you outer studying experience share with me for the better for me understanding the what the as a coaching process and what the difficulties you face in your personal life. Just it is very better for me or our other audience. So next question for you: what is your coaching experience with people? Maybe you advise lot of coaching experience and face to face the people in front of you, guided some way. So what is your experience right now?
So of course, as a coach, I become part of their life, of my coaches or my clients. I become part of their life. I understand their deepest thing, and obviously, as a coach, I the main thing that we have as coaches with our coaches is the trust relationship and the privacy relationship. So we generally don't actually talk about what happens in the coaching session outside, but I can share some of the learnings or some of the insights that I get in general out of my coaching sessions. Is when I see people really changing to the better or transforming. I would say it's a better word to use. Transforming into better them. They are more confident and they have more trust in their abilities. Actually, so this is what actually may give me fulfillment as a coach, and I see that how can I add value to their life and how I'm becoming very useful to them. So these kind of things, I work with people who are coming, who mostly professional people, who mostly have issues or like challenges with their working life, whether it's work performance related, whether it's work-life balance related. So mostly it's work and also the next career growth, the next journey. What's their plan next? How to make it into reality? So I just ask them the right questions in the coaching session, and they end up figuring out what they need to do, basically.
That is a pretty interesting answer. So, how do you measure outcome in a coaching engagement? Uh, how do you measurement here? So, my question is, how do you measure outcome in a coaching engagement? So can you understand my question?
Yeah, so basically, it's quite simple. So when any person comes to a coaching session,
Yeah.
or a company or whoever use the coaching service, they come with a list or like with some kind of objectives they would like to achieve by the end of the coaching session. So we decide on how many sessions we are going to have. Like, but actually, by the end of these sessions, the client should be able to tick all these goals that he or she brought in the beginning, in the first session. So if I manage to get them to that level of action or of achievement of the desired goals, then it means I have done my work as a coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your smartly answer for this question. And next question for you: what kind of personality or assessment do you use, if you any? Can you share with for?
Hmm. So I don't personally use any kind of personal assessment tools for my coaching sessions, but yes, I am a certified coactive coach.
Yeah.
So one of the most important tools that I use as a coactive coach is the Wheel of Life. And I
Yeah.
don't know if you heard of it, but it's the Wheel of Life. And this is the starting point where we actually, I start working with my clients. So I have two kinds of Wheel of Life. It depends on for what the client is coming to me. So
Yeah.
is it a personal life in general, or is it a career kind of coaching they want from me? So I
Yeah.
have two different wheels for the two different categories of people.
Yeah.
So now we start from here, and then from there we end up, doing the goal, the objectives, the focus areas, and going from there, basically.
Thank you so much for your answer. And last two questions for you. And because our meeting will finish within the 30 p.m. So
Yeah, that's
your
okay.
time maybe, so the technical issue, the waste of the time here. So just quick answer for you, the 2%. Can you share one of your successful coaching stories for the audience with me?
Can you
You,
repeat the question, please?
can you share one of your successful coaching stories for this audience? Your
Yeah,
successful
I
coaching.
mean, yeah, okay. So you want me to share one of the successful coaching experiences that I've gone through?
Yeah,
That's your
yeah,
question?
story. Yeah, obviously.
Okay. So, as I said, in a coaching relationship, we always take care of the, confidentiality, the privacy, the trust. So you don't really mention names or mention even specific scenarios outside the coaching session. But I would say, I would, for example, provide, as I said, insights or kind of experience that happened. Where one of my clients came because she was suffering or she was like going through a
Yeah,
difficult time in her family with her
yeah,
family because like of her parents related issues and all. But then
yeah,
they say always when the client come, they will talk about all sorts of things. They will talk about the issue with the spouse, the issue with the mother, the issue with the father, the issue with the kids, the issue with the boss. But as a coach, my job is to focus on this person in front of me. So
yeah,
when they complain from their mother or father or spouse or whoever else, I need to
yeah,
focus and tell the person, okay, so what do you want? What will make you happy, or what is the best scenario that you want to end up with? So then
yeah, yeah,
based on that, they keep on going back to their other stories, the other people in their life, but then the
yeah,
focus should be also the client. So for me, I had this lady working with her, guiding her throughout the sessions, at least a couple of sessions with her, by the way. Towards the end of the session, actually, we had planned 6 sessions together. But then on the
yeah,
fifth session, she told me, Muna, thank you so much. I don't think I need the last session because I know now what to do. And this is for me a big win as a coach, because as coaches, we need to get our clients confident and ready by themselves without needing us as soon as possible. So the
yeah,
sooner you can do this as a coach, the more successful you are as a coach. So I will not end up giving them more sessions just because I want them to pay me or to make money. No, I want to
yeah.
make them independent of me as soon as possible. So that was really amazing thing that I can remember.
And it is totally outstanding when your client you just get a good feedback, and she understood your situation. And you, maybe you as a coaching success, you have to get pleasure for your client is very satisfied your service. So it is very
Sure.
interesting. So,
Hmm.
and the last question for you, just you within the finish the 4 minutes, because I have a limited time, limited question here. So just what do you know the biggest challenges facing the women leadership today, and what is your suggestion overcome these challenges? Because you are the visionary woman and leading a huge and a lot of company, and because you also you create a womanship leadership, you create a one company. So my question is, in this present time, the biggest challenges face women leadership. What biggest challenge women face, and
Yeah.
how those obstacle women so and solution those according to their one activities.
Yeah, sure. So um, I would actually answer from my own personal experience, because this is all, this is the best thing I can talk about, what something I've gone through myself. So I think we have a lot of bright women, we have a lot of capable and talented women,
Yeah,
I mean, whether in this country or whether it's in another country, but it's like, how does, let's say, how do the leaders or the companies take
yeah,
care of these women, and make sure that they keep on being productive, delivering the best work, is by giving them what they need, the tools they need. So let's
yeah,
say, whether it's encouragement, whether having an inspirational leadership in your company as a woman, that will help you big time, because these people
yeah,
will support you, they will guide you. You should have like a direction, they will guide you, they will support you. But
yeah,
also, one key issue that I think women are facing in this day and time is
mm,
how they balance between their career requirements and their family requirements. And I think a lot of women
yeah, yeah,
facing this kind of issue, because a lot of women end up leaving their careers just to give time to childcare, or
yeah,
to family, someone sick in the family or something, because the woman is the caretaker of a family. But then
yeah,
what
yeah,
happens is, like, and this is a scenario that happened with me.
yeah,
So I've ended up leaving my like 15 years plus career, just because I
yeah,
had a premature child, and I had to be in the home to take care of him, because I didn't have anyone else
yeah,
to take care of him. But then the thing that happened now, that when I decided after some time to go back to work and apply for jobs, then actually there is no support. There is no
yeah,
support. People don't support women who actually left the job for noble causes, like, take care of a child, because the children are for the future of the country. So I
yeah,
think
obviously.
they should be rewarded. Actually, they should be the first people who get the chance when they want to go back to work. But no,
Yeah,
this is not happening, and by not doing this, we are
yeah,
actually wasting a big, 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 big talent. So imagine
yeah,
how many women are, sitting at home trying to find jobs,
yeah,
and they're not finding, because of certain different reasons. Obviously,
yeah,
everyone will have different reasons, but
yeah,
generally it's an issue for women. So
yeah,
I'm talking to those women actually who are holding leadership positions, and they are still in the workforce, that they are also women. Like, they know what a woman's life cycle. She goes through different phases, and there's a certain phase that she needs to take care of children. So
yeah,
why then, when she come back to work, she want to come back to work, you guys
yeah,
are the first people who actually discourage her. Because from my
yeah,
experience, all the people who have discouraged me,
yeah,
the highest percentage of them are women actually. They
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
understand my situation, even though they are all married and have children.
yeah, yeah.
So these are the issues. There's no support.
Yeah, yeah. This is a very cruel thing at the patriarchal society, and here include a lot of the female discrimination. Just in modern time, we have to the remove out of this bad habits, and we should be create an opportunity. And women also prove your one quality and or activities in front of the people. For this reason, they created the better world for that, because where man and woman is the very equal for this, and every man and woman have every opportunity and equal opportunity. But women right now faces some gender discrimination. It is a very cruel thing, the patriarchal society I hate all the time. So Last question, and for you, I got the 6 minutes. When you feel your book, your word, read the sound of the people and famous people, what do you feel right now? My book is reading right now worldwide. So, how was your feeling as an author?
The book, yeah, of course. It's a great thing, and actually, I remember here my publisher, who I published my book with him. He said something that always stay in my mind. He said to me that it's not about the book. I mean, when I just got my book the first time I hold it in my hand, he told me,
Yeah,
Muna, it's not about the book. It's about
yeah,
the person you become after writing this book.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that was
obviously.
an amazing statement, and I always remember it because he says once you have a book to hold, then you don't need a business card. Whenever you go to any place, you just hand people your book, and this is your business card.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is your passport, like that.
Yeah,
We can,
exactly.
yeah.
True,
This
true.
is your identity. As an author, I can feel like that. So I last the entire conversation finishes. Thank you so much for accept my interview session, and you just describe lot of information. It is very relevant in the modern time, and you describe the very well way and very smartly for this audience easily can understand your situation and your work. So I appreciate your work and achievement, and thank you so much for because you're responding immediately and always. Oh, you already on my correct my book. So can you
Yeah.
ask me? Can you see some my book in your hand right now?
Oh, I actually don't have it. Can you give me a minute? I will just bring it.
Oh yes, I will do it here.
Okay, okay. I will just bring it now. 1 minute.
Yes. It is a bothering little bit.
Hello. Here we go.
Hello. Oh yeah, yeah.
You see it?
See it because the network issue for this clear is not clear picture. So for this reason, I cannot see properly.
Okay.
I just
Okay now?
it's clear right now, 1 or 2
No,
minutes.
no, I don't know, but it's yeah. I mean, this is
It is very.
this
So
is
it is according yeah, network issue for this reason the picture is
maybe
not
yeah,
clear. Thank you for
yeah,
this part, and so I appreciate your work and achievement. Thank you for your welcoming, and I also support and I also read your blog. You share you lot of experiences you via YouTube or other social media. I just follow you, and your I share a lot of time this thing. Many people encourage your work and appreciate your work, what you done. So I wishes your work would be the glorious success because already you get best reply around the from around the world. So can you
yeah.
finish today? What your wishes for the audience or for me?
Yeah, I would like to end by saying also it's people like you, Tushar, because you are very also hardworking. You are someone who actually go and connect with people, and I've seen your
Yeah,
activities also because you connect with different people from different parts of
yeah,
the world. So
yeah,
it's youth like yourself because you are someone who is a great example to these
yeah,
kind of people, the great youth, the youth of this world who can
yeah, yeah,
progress and go ahead. And it's very amazing that in this age you managed to become an author and write a book. So well
yeah,
done. And I
yeah,
will also say one word to all the leaders, to all the successful people, to the brands that
yeah,
please, please, please use your, let's say, success and authority and influence
mhm,
to support people like Tushar, for example. because once we become successful, we reach a point in our life. Once we become successful, then it's not about us. It's about what we can do for other people. So whether it is a collective thing we do for the community, we do for supporting other people to become successful, then it is our responsibility now as successful people, as people who are everyone like listen to and being influenced by. Then please support the youth, support them, and please sponsor them. Yeah.
Thank you so much for kind information and kind pretty interesting your answer. So thank you. Finish finish this meeting. So bye bye.
Bye. Take care, Tushar. Bye.
Record তো আছে তাই না? Stop করবো।